Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft. As you can see, I have done some more work in here between episodes. Still not completely finalised. I'm thinking the water's going to go... Well, I mean, how far up can the skeletons go before they'll start drowning? Because that's as high as I can make it go. And then I'll probably make them go across into this wall and then come out over here, most likely. I've decided both chambers will go up equally high for symmetry. Obviously most of it's wasted space on this side because the spawner's down there, but why not? I need quite a lot more bone blocks to finish this off. Yeah, it's a work in progress. It's not what I'm going to be working on this episode, at least not for the moment. I still have a lot of work to do in here as well, don't I? Oh, hello. Can you not be up there? Thank you. This still needs cleaning up on the back of here. I'm starting to make this room into an actual room. Do something with the floor, because this... Oh, I've fallen down this gap a couple times, it's really annoying. I need to just fix that. I'm not sure why there's a block missing there. Why is there a block missing there? Am I blind and I just haven't been noticing that for the past several days when I've been in and out of here? That's weird. Prismarine bricks. Okay, that was interesting. That suggests it is there. No? It's just being really weird. Okay then. That was an odd little sidetrack. So yeah, the plan is I'm going to start marking out roughly where the buildings are going for the museum. For which I'm going to need stone, obviously, because it's the thing I've got a million of. I don't know what I'm going to build. Well, I've got some ideas what I'm going to build each thing out of. There are going to be, let's see, mobs, plants, redstone, stuff, and things. The plants one I'll probably build out of wooden stuff. The redstone one, iron blocks maybe? Or something like that. The main, the etc building will probably be stone brick. What will I do for mobs? What will I do for mobs? What blocks do I have? Well, I've got everything. That's kind of the point. What would work well for mobs? Nether brick? Maybe? I could totally do a purple and endstone one. That'd be a bit end city. That could be cool. Maybe. Purple and endstone. Possibly decorated with nether brick fences. But anyway, the plan is to just mark out roughly where these things are going. Now, things have changed slightly from my original sketched out plan. And heads were going to be originally on the... Hang on, let me just fly up. Let's try that again. Better. Heads were originally going to be here, but of course they're now over there. Mobs were going to be like... let's get up in the air properly. Mobs were going to be there, plants were going to be over there, they might still be over there. The main building here, redstone there, and the Hall of Knowledge here. I'll probably leave most of that as planned, so Hall of Knowledge, redstone, main building. But mobs are going to shift up onto this bit of land here, which means plants will probably shift over. I don't know, how much room am I going to need for mobs? Quite a lot, especially if I want to do like all varieties of horse and everything. So maybe I'll keep it more or less as planned, it's just mobs will extend up there because heads is over here. And then of course I'll have a bridge out over the ocean and have the guardians out there and the shulkers out there as well, as I said last episode. So yeah, I'm just going to start laying some rough outlines, basically. I don't know whether I'll flatten the land down or, like, use the height. I'll probably use the height, actually. I have a higher floor up here, like a mezzanine floor. So it'll be a lower area there, then up here, and then have another floor underneath this one. And then have the bridge out at sea level. Yeah, I like that idea, actually. The other thing I don't know is how much space I want to leave between the buildings. Whether I want to have them... I don't think I want to put them right next to each other because of the clashing build palettes. So I'll probably leave like at least about 5 or 6 blocks and have like a little path between them. I think that'll work. So the question then is how far down are the mobs going to come, because this could go to plants there and to mobs there. If the mobs comes to about here, how nice would a path be from here? If I push this back a little bit further. I think that'll work. I mean, this is still only approximate, this isn't where everything is definitely going. So I'm going to mark some areas out and we'll see what we end up with. Okay, so we have the rough outlines mapped out. I'm pretty happy with these. I'll show you, I mean this isn't a great view as I'm moving around. So we've got the mobs here, which is probably going to have to be more than one floor because that's not going to be enough room. I could maybe extend it down here. This, I don't really like this thin bit here. What I might do is build it over the water, or I might do like a platform over the water with log pillars down into the water. Possibly curved, just to have something a bit different. Maybe even a particularly weird curve like that, I don't know. So that's for the plants, that's for the mobs. We've got this little piece here, which is going to stick out on the lower floor. And then the bridge will go out there. So these won't need moving too far. This is the main one. I might lop these off. This might be a very square, or well, rectangular because it's not equal sides. I'll see. I mean, there's a lot of straight edges here, like that one, that may well have some depth put in them, and conversely I may lop off some of the more sticky out bits like that, and this stupid little piece here, maybe. None of this is by any means final, this is all just sort of rough outlines. So redstone there. I don't know how much stuff I'll do for the redstone. I might have loads of floors going down just to showcase different machinery. Maybe. I mean, the main floor will just be components because it's a museum, but then I might have floors for different circuits and stuff, possibly. And then this is going to be the Hall of Knowledge, which will be for enchanted books and stuff. So that's all mapped out approximately, and I think it's pretty good. I'm fairly happy with the sizes of them. I'm fairly happy with the placement of them. Maybe I'll cut that off so that I can have a path leading around here. We'll see. This is all rough outlines. So then I've started to look at block palettes a bit. This is all spruce. I would probably put other woods in. I've just got loads of spruce, so I'm just putting spruce down for the moment. I'll probably want some leaves and stuff as well. I don't know. Might even do some dirt walls, that could be interesting. Dirt isn't used aesthetically for walls and stuff very often. And I'll definitely have vines and stuff. So I've got some options there. Over here we've got the possible block palette for the mobs one. I'm not sure about the nether brick. I kind of don't want to just make it look like an end city, so the nether brick could help get away from that, but also nether brick and purple is a combination I did last season, and it kind of worked. So maybe I'll use it again. I don't know. Maybe, not sure. I'll probably go into Creative World and do some designing for the next part of this episode, to be honest. And then over here, at the moment, I'm literally just thinking stone bricks and stone slabs. Yeah, I need more blocks for this one. Maybe some wood, maybe something else. I mean, Cleo's museum was pretty much all stone brick and it looked fine, so maybe. For the redstone, main block will probably be iron. I might throw in some red glass. Might throw in some plain glass and white glass. And furnaces as an accent piece, I think, could work quite well. So that's there. So those are the 3 blocks I'm thinking as the primary ones for this. And then for the Hall of Knowledge, I have absolutely no idea. I'm not going to do bookshelf walls because that'll look stupid on a big scale. Maybe wood, oak wood, I don't know. Really don't know for this one. But yeah, that is sort of the rough outline of everything all in place, and I'm fairly happy with it. Might pull that in and do that with it. I don't know. I'll probably widen the gap there. Another thing I might do is have path come over here and then have a bridge around there and then come up over here. I want to be able to like go in between these things fairly smoothly without having to necessarily go through another one to get into one. So to get from the redstone to the plants, you can go around rather than having to go through the main one. It'd be longer to go around, obviously, but the idea of being able to not have to go through another building, I think I quite like the idea of. So that's kind of coming together. It's coming together a bit. So as I say, I think since you're standing right there, I'm just going to give you a bit of a shove. Go on. Go on. You're not going to, are you? Because you're colliding with that lot. Go on. Go on. In. You are being remarkably uncooperative, horse. Get in there. No, not in there. That's chickens. I've already got a horse in with the chickens. What are you doing in there? And a horse in with the cows. And a sheep in with the cows. What is this madness? Whatever. These things are overcrowded. I need to make more room if I want more animals. So yeah, I guess design. Design is going to be the next point of order, I guess. I decided to do this while I was here. So you're not going to be able to see everything clearly, but in here, you've got redstone going into these dispensers. On the other side of this block and this block are redstone torches, which are visible from the outside, but they're not too bad, and I've sort of incorporated them into the aesthetic. I'll show you that in a second. So this comes around from the front, so there's no buttons on the front there and there. And we've got redstone comes from both sides, so either button will work, goes into this torch, goes into this torch, goes into that lot. So that toggles the water. All 4 dispensers are hooked up. That's fine. I do still need to tidy this up a little bit because you can see all the crap through there, which I'm not keen on. Yep, that's literally that simple. And then up here you can see the torches there. So this block needs to stay there because it's got a torch on top of it for the dispenser up there. Same on the other side. So I decided to take these blocks out, put a sea lantern there, because otherwise it was just a big box and it's like, ew. I might do some design with dark prismarine, maybe. But for now this is what I've got. Take away my stairs pillar. And I've done the same on the front. And it's just added a little bit of something. So it's not just completely rectangular. It's got a bit of detail to it, which I like. And it incorporates the torches, which I'd prefer them not to be visible, but I can't really see a way to do it without bulking this out further. So I'm like, it'll do. It'll do. Because if I head up here, you can see that nothing up here is really... this is hidden by the stairs trim. So I can't really do any better than I've already done with this without bulking things out. So, you know, the torches, they'll do. They're not bad. But I may rewire this a little bit for future time just so I can put blocks in directly behind these hoppers. We'll see. In fact, what I could do is put minecart hoppers in and have solid blocks there. Maybe there'd be a way to do that. Probably a bit of a faff though at this point, because I have to dismantle quite a bit of this. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to sort that out and tidy that up finally, and it looks decent. This is what I've come up with so far. So we've got the end and nether brick palette. I think it works quite well. Others may disagree. Initially I did the fence posts all the way up these. I'm not sure whether I like that or this more. This should... yeah, these are going to be spawn proof anyway, because they're not spawnable blocks, so I don't need the light. Not so sure about this top section. The other thing I might do is at the top of this have like a walkway going around it and then have the next wall further back. I think I'll probably do that. Not so keen on that, just going like that. This stripe of magenta in the middle of the purple glass. Now this was a nice touch, because initially I just had purple glass. Well, when I first built this, I didn't have the thing at the middle, so it was just a big block of purple glass, and I was like, no, need to break that up. So then we just got these two strips of purple, and I'm like, I want to break that up a bit more. And the magenta just... it's a similar enough colour that it doesn't look out of place, and it just gives it a little pop, you know? I really like that. I did try black, I wasn't keen on that. Could also try brown, although that's probably going to look horrendous. Yeah, black doesn't... it's just... it's too different, it just doesn't... no, no, no. Brown... nah. I like the magenta. That was accidental. Well, I won't do it there. Maybe. Probably not, though. I may even just, like, do that. No, no. It's one of those things, building in Minecraft, building aesthetics, you do something and it's like, the tiniest little change and it completely alters how you feel about it. Maybe... that? I think I'd have to duplicate this across a fair bit to sort of get a real feel for it. The idea is this is a 7-block segment with pillars on either end, so it's 9 in total, and these pillars would just go across it, and the next one would be here, like that. The other thing was whether to have purple or the end brick. I also tried end stone, but that's too much purple. Let's try end stone again. I mean, it's interesting, it has a bit of detail, but it just doesn't fit somehow. It's just not quite right. What about that? That's not bad. I think I just like the end brick in there the best. So that's the general idea of the aesthetic for the mobs building. Over here I started on the redstone building, and I've thrown some extra blocks in, the trapdoors and the droppers here, because furnaces always have the this stripe here, whereas droppers, if you face them up or down, don't. And I quite like that. The alternative is up here, which is to have them on the sides and just have iron back there, which would be cheaper by a fair bit on the droppers. Save me a fair few pieces of redstone all the way around. I was about to say and cobble, but the cobbletrons, just I can get shulker boxes of cobble. The red glass I think works quite well. Not 100% sure, but if I don't have it, then it's kind of, yeah, that's way too stark. It helps soften it a little. Obviously we've got redstone blocks behind trapdoors, which lights the lamp, shuts the trapdoors, and gives a bit of colour. I think that works really well. I prefer the bottom one, I really do. And then the other thing you'll notice, of course, I've got this strip of stone along here, which I'll sprinkle random redstone ore into. Originally this was like that, but then I thought I'll continue the stripe all the way around the building. So I think this, and I'll just have it too high. I think that'll work quite well. The other thing, of course, with these is I have no idea what I'm doing for a roof on any of them. I might even go all out on the I'm not going to have a roof on any of these buildings. Because if I try and do a roof, it's either probably going to look stupid or just be flat. And I think it's more interesting if you can fly around and see into it from above. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll just go like no roof on anything. I'll probably just put an edge across this. Maybe I don't know what I'll do on the top. Probably just slabs, to be honest. And just do that around the edge. Just so it's spawn proof up there. Don't know what else I could use to spawn proof it really. Other than laying down a ton of string or something. Carpet. Red carpet. Actually, red carpet might work. So give it a red edge from above. I'm not entirely sure about that. But from the ground you just see this very slight edge of red up there. Kinda like it, kinda like it. Might do that. fact, I could even just put the carpet directly on there. I actually quite like that. Because it's dark on the underside of the carpet just because lighting works like that. And it'll be spawn proof. I might do that actually, I quite like that. It's a little bit unusual. Yeah, I think we've done something good there. I mean, let me know what you think of all this stuff. I'm open to suggestions. I do not claim to be a particularly good aesthetic builder. But, yeah, just, no. I'm just going to kill all of this up here. I do not like it very much at all. Just get rid of all of that. No. Be gone. Be gone. Had enough of you. Goodbye. But that I like. It's a little bit grandiose, but not like toweringly so. Still can't decide whether I want to double up the end rods. Or maybe only have them in the middle. So the thing with the middle is they really blend in. At the edges, because there's a slight shadow from the block next to it, they stick out a bit more, and I kind of like that. In the middle, they're just, if I go far enough back, you probably won't even be able to see them properly with YouTube compression, because they'll barely stand out, whereas you can still see the ones on the ends. So yeah. I think that's pretty good. So that's those done. I'm probably not going to start too much on the plant one right now. Ooh, I might go jungle. Jungle isn't used terribly often, and I think maybe. Let's just do a little bit. Maybe bring in a little of the aesthetic I've got going on. I don't want to use jungle logs, I don't think. What about spruce? How well does spruce go next to jungle? That kind of. I'm concerned if I do leaves here that it's going to make the wall really thick because I'll have to put stuff behind the leaves as well. But I kind of like that. The alternative would be like a panel of leaves. So something like that. I like that Optifine does that with the logs. I can't count on that for everyone because not everyone uses the Optifine with the thing, but maybe if I put jungle wood behind that? Yeah, you can't really see it at all. That's not bad actually. I kinda dig it. The thing if I put vines on this is that I'm going to need string all over it to stop it spreading, and that'll be a pain. What if I just cover it entirely in vines? No. definitely not. So I would have to be very tactical with the vines. Yeah, that's just going to spread like mad. Yeah, that's pretty much out of the question. That's a shame. What else could I put in here? Do jungle leaves cross the bottom and have light underneath? Of course, this isn't the best demonstration because I'm in a desert, so everything's khaki coloured, but do not like how visible that glowstone is actually. How does sea lanterns look under leaves? Even worse. What about a good old-fashioned torch? To be honest. And of course the classic alternative. They all stick out too much. They're all too visible. I'd have to go down further. So you can only see it if you come right up to it. Maybe... brown? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I'm going to leave it there. So, if you've enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, share, favourite and comment, help support the channel. Follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with what's going on, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, where I might actually start building some of this stuff. Maybe.